Hello, YouTube. This is Jerry D from Tennessee. Hope you're doing good today. This is Thursday, January 14th, 2021. I was running a scanner this morning, and lo and behold, this stock showed up, and I'm like, really? You've got to be kidding. So, stock Semiconductor Manufacturing International. The stock symbol is SIUIF. The stock screener that I was using was Stocks to Trade. I'm trying them out to see how I like their platform. And actually, right now, it's growing on me. I've got a lot to learn about it though. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. It's not about stocks to trade, but it's about these stock spikes. So, okay, so this stock, the price is at $3.41, but the screener said this stock had spiked 3 million. This is 3 million. 409,900%. Now let that sink in. 3,409,900%. I'm thinking, what in the world is going on with the stock? So this when I pulled it up on E-Trade, this was what it was at the top of E-Trade. Okay, so it was sub penny when the market opened. Sub penny meaning the price of this stock was .0001. So it was very cheap. When the scanner was running, somehow it picked it up and it did show some activity where it spiked to $3.41. Well, it actually spiked up a little higher and come down, it looked like on the chart. But now, yeah, it went up to 360. So okay, so what's going on with the stock? What's going on with the stock? This is crazy. So let's get this out of the way. So now tonight to do the video, I was trying to pull it up and you can't pull the chart up anymore for today. So today's range is only showing the 341. So right here's previous close was the day before. This is proof. This is what it was the day before at the market close. It was sub penny. So this was not NASDAQ. This was a penny stock that was 0.0001 on the price per share. Market cap's 26.647 billion. So I got to look. I'm like, what's going on with the stock? So I didn't see anything about any earnings or anything. Let's jump over to OTC markets. And let's look up the stocks quote. SIUIF. So there's nothing. I got to look and I thought, well, okay, is this a pump and dump? There was some tweets. People were tweeting about this stock. But it says it's got a verified profile, January 2021. Then it says this security is not a penny stock as defined in Security Rule 243A51-1. I'm not sure what that means. Does it open up a new tab? Let's find out. What did it say? It's not a penny stock as defined. SEC Rule 243A51-1. Okay, so this security is exempt from the definition of a penny stock under SEC Rule 240. That's the rule because it meets one of the following tests: a price of over $5 per share. Price of over $5 per share. It's $3.41. Okay. Issuer has an average revenue of at least $6 million. Well, now I don't know. I don't looked at their earnings for the last 3 years. Or the issuer has net tangible assets in excess of $2 million if the issuer has been in continuous operations for at least 3 years, or $5 million if less than 3 years. Okay, so they've got money. Penny stock exempt. So, but okay, so they can't be on NASDAQ. They couldn't. They were below yesterday. So yesterday they were below $1, which NASDAQ will not keep them listed if they're below $1 a share. So last 341. So it got up to the high. Let's see. This is a little different. Let's see. March, February, March, April. All right. I don't think I'm gonna monkey with this chart. 341. 3,000. So OTC Markets is also claiming 3,409,900% spike on the stock. So it's kind of interesting. But that trade was only 1,500 shares. At 1037, 955, there were 625 shares. In 940, there were 1,000 shares traded. Now, before that, the only other shares that were traded was on January 6th, 2021 at 0.0001. 1,500 shares. And then 0.0001, 400 shares. Now, were those the same shares that got sold here? I don't know. Part of them, maybe. It's crazy. So I started digging deeper. I'm like, why? Because I didn't see anything except okay, so there was some news. 1/11/2021. Rosen, top-ranked global investor council, reminds Semiconductor Manufacturing International Corporation investors, what a name, of important February 8th deadline in securities class action first filed by the firm SMICY. So, Go to new tab. So Rosen Law Firm, a global investor rights law firm, reminds purchasers of the securities of Semiconductor Manufacturing International Corporation, OTC, SMICY. So they changed the ticker between April 23rd, 2020, September 26th, 2020, inclusive the class period of the important, February 8th, 2021 lead plaintiff deadlines in the securities class action commenced by the firm. The lawsuit seeks to recover damages for SMIC investors under the federal securities law. So there's a lawsuit coming up for this thing. To join the class action is a class action lawsuit against the company. So you can go here to this and register. Individual or institution listed below, the plaintiff authorizes and upon execution of accompanying retainer agreement by the Rosen Law Firm, retains the Rosen Law Firm PA to file action under the federal securities law to recover damages and to seek other relief against Semiconductor Manufacturing International Corporation. The Rosen Law Firm PA will prosecute the action on a contingent fee basis and will advance all costs and expenses. The Semiconductor Manufacturing International Corporation retention agreement provided to the plaintiff is incorporated by reference upon execution by Rosen Law Firm PA. Okay. So there's certified. Okay, you probably have to agree that you didn't buy the stock just to get in on this lawsuit, probably, and some stuff. There's probably some stuff that disqualify you from getting anything out of this. So I don't know a lot of details about this. It just got my attention today on the scanner, actually. So no class has yet been certified in the above action until a class is certified. You are not represented by counsel unless you retain one. You may retain counsel of your choice. You may also remain as an absent class member and do nothing at this point. An investor's ability to share in any potential future recovery is not dependent upon serving as lead plaintiff. So they're saying they're not going to put you on the stand. So I don't know a lot of details about this. I just know it got my attention today. But it's not flagged. So it's interesting. So the trade, at first I thought this was a sympathy trade that somebody got in. They saw the lawsuit and they're like, oh, I'm going to get in here and see if I can boost his stock up or something. I don't know. Wow. Earlier today, they had information on financials. So disclosure. Yeah, 11/11/2020 quarterly report. SMC reports unaudited results for the 3 months ended September 2020. Let's see if I can bring it up. Some stuff has been pulled. So it's like, you go back over here to Yahoo. You can't pull a chart up anymore. You could earlier today. There we go, 5 days. No, I cannot pull chart. I cannot go 1 month. I cannot go 6 months. I can go not. I can go year to date. So 261. So as of the 4th, they were they okay. So they had price. I never did go back earlier today to see this. So they were over $2 a share, and then they dropped. I guess they dropped when the news dropped. Look at this. 11 million shares, 11 almost 12 million shares traded. So people dumped the stock after they found out about the lawsuit. So yeah, it was kind of what in the world is going on with the stock when I saw the deal. So now Yahoo earlier today, and I showed you the image where it was spiked at 3,000%, which is still overview. $3,499% with 31,000 volume today. Last price was $341. So what's interesting on this stock, it just showed up in the scanner, and I'm like, wow. But it's interesting. They're in the lawsuit. It looks like their stuff has been pulled. So if I go to 1 day for this day, if I go to 5 days, well, it may be nobody was trading on this stock the last 5 days because of this bad news. And maybe, I don't know. It looked like some volume had traded today. So I'm not really sure. Maybe they locked this up because of the lawsuit uh, pending on this until things cool down for this company. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. Compare events. I don't want to compare it with anybody. Style, technical indicators, data table. Well, it's on 1 day, 1 week. And then it drops right here. And it goes up to 3. See this real slim? See this white down in here? Maybe I need to start using OTC markets to bring up my charts. Yahoo just quit showing this. I imagine it's because of the lawsuit. Yahoo's like, we're not going to show anything on this stock till the dust settles on this lawsuit stuff. But you can see this sharp drop in price, and that's probably where everybody dumped their shares, and then all of a sudden, maybe somebody tried to buy into the stock today, and that caused the price to go up. Who knows? Who knows? It just got my attention on the scanner, and they may have. It doesn't look like it's been froze though, because when I saw that it had disappeared on Yahoo, that you couldn't pull the chart up. When I saw that, it is still showing 341 for the price. I'm thinking somebody bought into this stock today as a sympathy play. Maybe it was, maybe not. I invite you to anybody that knows anything about this stock, leave a comment down below. I'm curious about what's going on with the stock. I mean, this is a teachable moment. I really don't know why they had the lawsuit. Maybe somebody was pumping the stock on Twitter or something and made somebody mad, or they were saying, "Oh, this is going to go to $25 a share," and it never went to $25. So maybe some of the stockholders contacted this law firm and said, "Hey, these guys have been saying this stock is going to go to $25 a share, but it's not doing nothing. It's not doing it, and we're tired of hearing their bullcrap." Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I really don't know. I am just curious about the stock, about the spike. If somebody bought in, it was like 1001, and they were buying shares of somebody trying to get out of the stock at 341, and that I imagine that might have been why we jumped to 341. They dropped somebody was probably dropping the shares. People were dumping the shares, and they were taking the bid, and the price kept dropping, and that's why it dropped to 0.0001. So, and most of the people probably got out of it, and then maybe somebody was still sitting there holding some shares, and then somebody's like, "Hey, if I buy into this stock and they clear this up, this price might go up," as a sympathy play, and the person that was left had an order in the sale. Had maybe two orders. It looked like there was 2 or 3 orders that was sitting there. Where did I see that? I hate when these move. Look at how they zoom when you're using the wheel on the mouse. All right, so there were 3 trades today. So 2 of these trades, which looks like this is backwards if you look at the change, so I'm going to ignore that change because it closed at 341, as they say. All of these. Okay, when this first transaction happened right here at 940, it was at 0.0001 cent. Somebody bought in 1,000 shares, and they took somebody's ask at 341, and that jumped the price up to 341. And then there were some subsequent ask price for 341. They bought some more. So somebody got in this thing at 2,000. Yeah, 3,000. 3,125 shares got traded. That's what I'm seeing right here. So, announcement in relation to reinstatement, OTCQX. So they got reinstated. So, so I don't know enough about this to really make a whole lot of comments. I'm just curious about the stock, and I'm not really sure what's going on with them, but they are going through some legal battle things. So they did release a quarterly report. The end date was 9/30/2020, so September 2020. They had a quarterly report, so they were getting current on their financials. So they don't have a skull and crossbones on them. They don't have a stop sign on them or anything, which is interesting because I would think maybe because of the lawsuit that's going on that SEC, OTC markets would say, hey, I probably wouldn't buy this stock, but there's no warnings or anything. They're wide open. They've got a board of directors. That's green. Penny stock exempt, which we just read this rule. They got plenty of money. They're making money. And profile up to date. They're just showing their earnings and stuff. They're filing the proper paperwork, with the SEC to stay current. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting how this happened. I really don't know. I would be curious if anybody does know how to explain it. Leave a comment down below for this. It's really got my attention. Yahoo's showing the price. The OTC markets is showing 341. Yahoo is showing 0001, which that's what it spiked from with those last buys on the shares. I don't think they've stopped trading. I would think there would be a stop sign on OTC markets if the SEC put a halt on the stock. I could be wrong. Maybe they don't put a stop sign on it. I don't see news that they have put a stop sign on it. So this is by somebody else. So it's just interesting that it showed this thing come up on this, having a spike. You got my attention. I don't know if I would have bought into this stock though, because let me pull one up here for an example. I'm stuck in a stock right now. I've got a small position in this stock. I've got $500, something like that. Yeah. So see, this stock got halted with a skull and crossbones, and I think caveat enter video that I did previously. This was one of my examples I pulled up. So this guy was being pumped on Twitter, okay, and it's like it was moving. It says dark or defunct. No information. Companies may not be able to or willing to provide disclosure. So this thing is supposed to be a shell. This had been pumped on Twitter. I didn't realize. This has been a learning experience for me. I've not been in the stock market for years and years and years. So I state in my other videos, I am not a financial expert and I'm not a stock advisor. So I've just been trading these stocks for about maybe 2 years. Okay, and I started out just buying stocks blindly, and I've been studying a little deeper in it. Been watching for, learning that news has made some spike and stuff, some stuff I've been talking about in some of my videos. So I didn't know about these halts. This was my first introduction to a stock getting halted. I didn't realize they did that. I thought you just buy and sell the stocks and, buy the stock, wait for it to go up, sell it, make some money. So you can get stuck in a stock. And this is an example of one you can get stuck in. But this had been halted for, they halted for 2 weeks. I can't remember. I think you can trade it now. If you had anybody trying to buy into this stock, you could sell shares. I have orders to sell this stock. But I'm probably not going to get my money back out of this stock if I sell my shares. Unless somebody buys this share and uses this, or buys this shell and uses it for another company. Okay, and I've already have shares. Somebody purchases this ticker, they might rename it and continue to use this for another company. Companies buy shells and use them. So it could happen with this stock. So I'm holding on to the shares. I probably, like I said, I've got an order out to sell my shares. I've got a small position on this, and it's in the red, definitely in the red. So I believe the hype. I bought into the hype. But as I say, you can lose money in the stock market. So like I say, do your own research. This was you can look it up. I mean, Yahoo come up. You could search for this, and you had a price, and everything looked legit when I bought into it. But you don't know, and that's where you get into Tim Sykes. If you listen to his videos, he talks about trash stocks, and a lot of the stocks. What it comes down to is the stock is only worth what somebody's willing to pay for it. Like I think I've used this example in another video. Like if you got a '65 Mustang, you want $15,000 for it. Okay, somebody comes along and says, "Well, I'm not going to give you 15,000, but I might give you $10,000 for the car." You drop your price. It's the same thing as taking the ask on the price. So if this was like $15 a share, and somebody's like asking, I want to buy it at $10 a share," you're like, "Oh well, okay, I'll sell my shares for $10 a share." You just dropped the price of the stock to $10 a share from 15. So it's only worth what somebody's willing to pay for the stock, just like a classic car. Somebody's willing to pay $250,000 for a Shelby Mustang, and you've got all the numbers are matching. You got the right motor in the car. The car looks like a brand new car off the showroom, like it was like 1967, 68 when the car was manufactured and sold new out of the dealership. Um, you could get that high price for it. So, okay, so I'm gonna quit ranting and raving about this, but I don't see on OTC markets where this other stock is flagged. It's not flagged. So it may be okay after the dust settles. I mean, people sue people over everything. I mean, this is our society's crazy about they're sue happy. If they can sue you, they'll try to. And I'm not saying to buy into the stock. I'm just saying I was looking at stocks this morning. I was, looking for one or two I could buy real quick, get out of, and just continue doing my normal work that I do during the day. Um, and this showed up, and then I'm like, "That's interesting. I'm gonna look at that later." So after I got done with some stuff I was working on for my job today, I started looking a little deeper into it, and I'm like, "Wow." Um, but Yahoo earlier today had the 3,000% spike, or 3 million percent. That's what got my attention. That's like a big spike. 52-week range is 0.0001 to 561. So that was before it dropped after the news about the lawsuit. So people dumped the stock. So what happened about this thing? It looks like people dumped the stock after the lawsuit was announced that it was there was a class action lawsuit. So will it kill the stock? I don't know. I don't think so. It probably depends. I don't know any details about this class action lawsuit and what they're charging. It's probably not a lot of information because it'll probably come out when they go to court. So that's interesting. It was like I said, it got my attention. Again, this stock. Where did we see it? Yeah, right here. It says it's up to $3.41. 3 million right here. 3,409,900%. And the volume is 31,390. So there you have it. There's you can say a stock has spiked 3,000,000%. Right there it is on OTC markets. It spiked 3,000,000%. Now it was sub penny when it spiked, and it went back just up to $3.41. But there you go. It spiked 3,000,000%. Crazy, crazy day. I just had to mention this to record the history of this stock, and I'm going to put that in the title of this video, just so people can go and look at, wow, that spiked 3,000,000%. So I don't know about whoever bought what this transaction, anything about this transaction. It'd be interesting to know, because it looked like people dumped out of the stock. Okay, people dumped out, right? See this red line? People dumped out of this stock when they heard about the lawsuit because they didn't want to get stuck in the stock. And then somebody right here must have bought in thinking, well, this stock is going to go up after this lawsuit is over with. And it could. Who knows? I don't know enough about this business. Is there any kind of, what does it say they do? Semiconductor Manufacturing International Corporation. All right. One of the leading foundries in the world, is mainland China's most advanced and largest foundry, broadest in technology coverage, and most comprehensive in semiconductor manufacturing. So they make chips. Provides integrated circuits, foundries, and technology services on process nodes from 0.35 micron to 14 nanometers. Okay. And they're in Shanghai, China. So that's going to make the lawsuit a little interesting. Imagine suing China. I wouldn't want to try it. So I do know somebody that bought $10,000 worth of SSD cards, and they had only like 8K of memory, and they were supposed to be 32 gigabyte. That was a very small amount of memory on it, and they thought they were buying 32 gigabyte. And there's a lot of that going on. Like if you go to can't think it escapes my mind. There's a site. It's like the Chinese eBay for buying stuff. But they bought $10,000 worth of SSD cards that you could use on cameras, and they were unusable. They were so small that you couldn't take a 1080p photo with a digital camera and save a picture on the card. There was no room on the card to do it. So they were useless. There was 10,000. They just threw away $10,000. So there was a friend of mine that he was going to resell and get into reselling SSD cards on eBay, and well, that didn't happen because the product was junk. So, and maybe this is concerning something like that. I don't know. I don't know any details. So they probably won't hear any details till after it's all said and done. But if it comes back up, I may do another video if I hear anything else about this company. But it was an interesting spike, and they got my attention. I'm like, I want to do a video on this to record a 3,000,000%, 3,409,900% spike on a stock. That's insane. Now, whether or not anybody's making any money on this, time will tell. I'll leave it at that. But anyway, that's my video for today. I appreciate you coming and checking out my video. Again, I'm not telling you to buy into this stock. No. I'm just reporting what I found today. This is for entertainment purposes, educational purposes, and if you do choose to trade stocks, please do your own research. Do not follow anybody else's trades because you can lose money in the stock market. Yeah, I've already said that. Do your own research. Trade scared. Trade informed. Have a plan when you're going to trade the stock. I mean, if you're trading junk stock, you better look at the indicators to make sure that the stock price is going where you want it to go, because you can get stuck in the stock. I know, I've done it. It can happen. So be careful. I want anybody that watch my videos, if you're trading stocks, I want you to be successful. I don't wish anybody to get stuck in any bad trades. I hope everybody can get into good trades. There's plenty of stocks out there that spike where you can get into a good side of a trade and make some money. Just trade scared and don't invest anything that you can't stand to lose. Keep your roof over your head. Keep food on the table. Keep your lights on. Stock trading can be like the lottery. Buying the lottery tickets. Don't sacrifice your comfort of living, your life. Don't mess yourself up. Thinking you're going to get rich, because when you think you're going to get rich in stocks, get rich quick, that's when you're going to lose money. So the main thing, my advice is, if you're going to trade the stock, focus on making a good trade. Look at the price action. Look at how much you want to make off the stock. Is the price going to go up? Is it moving up? Look at if you got access to L2, I invite you to look into your broker and see if you can get access to L2, because that is very important to watch the prices going through at the time, because you can see if it's going up and down at the time people's trading. And also look at the volume weighted average, the RSI, and the MACD on the chart, and the timing sales, and it'll pretty much tell you where the price is going. If you are looking at all the indicators, looking at what everything's looking at, the curve, if the price is going up, your chart curve is going to go up on all the indicators. So that being said, again, I appreciate you coming and looking at my video, watching my video. I'd like for you to come back and visit again, and I'd love for you to smash the like button if you liked it. That'll help the channel, help push my videos out in front of people and get people's attention. I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos, which I do plan on. I'm going to continue to be coming out with more videos about stocks that spike. So, that being said, I hope everybody has a good night. I hope the rest of the week and the weekend's a good weekend for you. Again, this is Jerry D in Tennessee. This is January 14th, 2021. Happy New Year. Hope this is a better year than last year. It doesn't seem like it's starting out to be a good year, especially not with the presidential election for President Trump being getting impeached. Let's not talk politics. Let's stay away from that. Anyway, we'll catch you next time around. Everybody have a good night. Thank you. Bye. Hey, thanks for coming by. Glad you checked out the video. Hope you liked it. If you like it, please click on the like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel. May God bless you, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.